Hello everyone, welcome to Edge Time. Today we have a very exciting package from Blade HQ. This is the new Chaves Redencion X-Lock. And this knife is only available through Blade HQ. I am not sponsored by Blade HQ because I am not sponsored by anyone. So, before I open this up, I would like to discuss my thoughts on this knife as well as some things I would like to know about this knife. Basically, this is a D2 in aluminum crossbar lock knife that lists and sells for $85. That is a lot of money for a D2 in aluminum crossbar lock knife. There are several companies that make knives with these same materials for far cheaper. So, what I am expecting from this knife is basically the perfect D2 in aluminum crossbar lock knife, because if it's going to compete, it pretty much has to be perfect or close to it. No knife is going to be 100% perfect, but you know what I mean. It's going to have to be really, really good. So, those are my expectations for it. I do truly think that it will live up to that, at least as much as it can. But one thing I would like to know about it is the OEM. I do not know who makes this knife. I know that Riot does not make it, because I actually emailed Chaves themselves and got a reply from Lori Chaves, or at least the account titled Lori Chaves, saying that Riot is not the OEM. However, after she sent that, I said thank you for the response. If you wouldn't mind my asking, who is the OEM? I don't know if those were my exact words or not, but basically I just said, who is the OEM? And she said, here at Chaves, we partner with companies that share our she didn't list a specific company. She just said, we chose a good OEM. So I don't know who that OEM is. And I've done quite a bit of digging around on the internet, trying to figure out who it is, but there's not much information on this knife. Because like I said, it's only available through Blade HQ. Blade HQ hasn't said much about it. There's an article about it on Blade HQ, but that doesn't really say anything about where it's made. It is, of course, made in China, but even if it was a Riot, it'd be made in China. I have my theories. I am thinking potentially, this is just potentially, and this is just my theory, possibly Miguron is making it, or maybe Best Tech, but I really don't know. So we'll just have to see. Maybe Chaves is going to say something about that. And, oh yes, something I forgot to mention. This knife isn't even on Chaves' own website. The only place that you can look at it is on Blade HQ. So, yeah, and of course, like on Reddit and stuff, people who are already talking about it. But, that's the only place you can find any, confirmed information about this knife is on Blade HQ. So, and, now, other YouTubers like Stasa and even Metal Complex have received this knife quite a bit early. So they have videos about it. But, there's really not a whole lot of information as to where this knife is made. So but without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Check this thing out for the first time. Where is it? I'm going to use this Fintisso Odyssey that I just got, that I just finished recording the unboxing for. And let's get this thing opened up. Sort of an awkward angle that they taped this box up at. There you go, get in there. These flaps are sort of not lined up, makes it difficult to get into it. We'll just make a perforation across here and call that good. I am liking the Fintisso Odyssey so far. It's the only thing about it is that it's got a slightly weak detent for me, but it just feels really good though in the hand. The aluminum is well machined. Yeah, cool knife. And there's probably going to be a piece of paper in here with my personal shipping information on it, which I will try not to show. If in any of my videos you do see my personal shipping information, please don't use it. Wow. Look at that presentation. EDC or Die Trying. Little sticker there from Blade HQ. Oh goodness. And we have another little Nano Shark advertisement I already have one of these sitting on another table in my room. I think it's cool how they're sending these out right now. I do like the Nano Sharks, but I have absolutely no intention of getting one because I just recently got a 20.5. So, yeah, pretty cool though. All right, enough. Let's check this thing out. For some reason, I didn't expect it to come in this nice of a box. I don't know why. I mean, it is a Chaves after all. I guess, for some reason, I have difficulty believing that it's actually a Chaves because it's not on Chaves' website. Once it appears there, then yeah, I'll think of it as a Chaves. But for now, I kind of have to think of it as another company's knife that is just bearing the Chaves name. But I know I am really making you all antsy by not getting into this thing, so let's get into it. I can't tell if this is a magnet closure or if I have to break a seal here or what's going on. Probably just stupid. Okay, there's the magnet closure. It's on that side. Oh, Chaves. Oh, and there it is. We have our little skull pocket clip, which I may or may not use. I'm not real sure yet. I'm not sure if I like the skull imagery or not. Let's go and set that off to the side. And let's take a look at this thing. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've held a Chaves. Before we look at this thing, I'm going to drive you all crazy a little bit more. Here are a couple... Ooh, that one's going on the truck. Here are a couple little Chaves stickers. Here are your instructions type thing. I think... Oh, okay. From the Chaves team, Lori and myself. So, yeah, pretty cool. I guess, if I were to guess, Lori Chaves is Ramon Chaves' wife, that's probably, like, that would be my guess. But yeah, let's set this stuff off to the side. We have our nice little microfiber cleaning cloth here. So, yeah, pretty cool. Alright, the knife itself. Okay, so a little bit of manufacturing oil on there. I'm not gonna open it yet. I'm gonna give it a real thorough look over it to see. We're gonna play Guess the OEM with this one. Oh, look at that. We have T8 on all the screws and stuff. I probably already knew that. But alright, you know what? Let's get this thing open. Very, very nice. I love the feel of that. Well, I have to say, it does feel very nice. Unfortunately, the way that it's... Actually, this feels like a CJRB. This really feels like a CJRB. I wonder if CJRB could be the OEM on this. Makes me wonder. But anyway, we have our beautiful Tanto style, like sort of like the signature Chaves Tanto. Love that. We have very nice smooth crossbar. Let's see if there's any lash with this. Nope. I mean, there's like the slightest bit of like hesitation towards the end, but not lash. It's not grinding. It's just overcoming that spring pressure. Yeah, no real billboarding on the blade. Just the little Chaves logo there. Like I said, I'm not too sure if I'm a huge fan of the skull imagery or not. But yeah, nice little aluminum backspacer. Just that signature. Beautiful Redencion style. So yeah, really cool knife. Let's compare it to a couple other fairly similar knives here in the tactical realm. We have our Demco 80 20.5, pretty much exactly the same size, exactly the same cutting length. I think the Demco just has maybe 1/8 of an inch on it overall lengthwise, even though the Chaves looks bigger on the screen. Then we have our Spartan Aster, which is definitely bigger. The Aster is actually a pretty big knife. So yeah, definitely a bigger knife. Let's see, let's put it up against my Para 3. Lightweight. And let's do one more. You know what, let's just put it up against the Fintiso here. Yeah, Fintiso is actually quite a bit bigger. But yeah, it's just the Chaves is a good using size, good EDC size. This knife, I'm sure I'll be carrying this thing a lot. It is a really cool knife, and I hope to get a lot of good use out of it. So, I don't really have a whole lot more to say. You know what? Actually, I do. Let's test that factory edge and see how that does. That's clean. Oh man, I like how there's not much of a jump there in between the separate grinds here. Let's see if it's shaving sharp. Yeah, it's a little beyond shaving sharp. That's probably close to hair wheeling sharp. Yep, they've done a good job with this. I love the blade shape. I deliberately ordered this over the drop point version just because I feel like this is more the signature Chaves style. It's this really cool, robust tan toe profile. So yeah, um, yeah, like I said, well, I haven't said that yet. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I usually have to double back on that because I ramble on after I say that. But hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I did. This short little unboxing. Don't have a whole lot to say about it yet, just because I've already I already knew what I was getting more or less, and so don't really have a ton to say about it. But thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I did. I will let you all know how this thing works, how it carries. I'll probably do some edge retention testing on it at some point. So thank you all for watching, and make sure to check out my other content. I have other unboxings, reviews, stuff like that. So I will see you all in the next one. Have a good day.